Hey guys, it's Alex here from Rev Bricks, and today I am super excited to showcase off to you my latest creation, which is a jewelry store. So anyways, let's do this. Taking a better look at the front of the jewelry store, you may notice two large windows on both sides to allow for some more natural light to come in, and to allow to visualize what is inside of the place, such as two diamonds in this window, and a large golden relic. And on the other side, we have two diamonds with an emerald inside, if it's hard to see, I'm sorry. Nestled just in front of the door, we also have two large bouquets of flowers and two security guards, just to make sure that nobody who you don't want to enters the jewelry store. So since this is not built entirely like a modular building, I had to include some kind of detail on the sides and allow for some more natural light to come in. So I decided to include a nice, neat design for the windows on both sides and some more beige brown brick style bricks at the bottom, just to add a bit more taste overall to the build. So pretty similar to what is on the sides, I decided to include the same type of window style to the back side of the jewelry store, just to allow for the design to keep on flowing all throughout, as well as adding some flowers all on the back side to allow for some more vibrancy to go all the way through the build. And just to add a bit of storyline, I decided to include these two little cheeky fellas here who are trying to rob the jewelry store, which honestly, if I saw that golden relic, I would also want to rob it. And now, my friends, it's time we check out the inside. So taking a closer look at the interior of the jewelry store, you may notice a mixed color tile combination leading just through the middle of the place, up to the cash register, where we have the jeweler who is absolutely just rolling in that dough because of Scrooge McDuck here, who's buying out the entire store. Now, this jewelry store is divided into two different regions, but first, I think we should interview everybody who is here right now. So some of the people we have inside of the jewelry store include a regular security officer, a very famous musician from the hills, otherwise known as Ted Brickster. Now, if you don't know who Scrooge McDuck is, I just feel sorry for you, honestly. We have Bobby the investment banker, which I got inspiration from the movie The Wolf of Wall Street, which is an amazing movie if you want to go check it out. Joey, with a true passion for photography, owns the largest agency for photography in the city. Now this is Jimmy here, Bob's best friend who's also into investment banking. Now this is Kyle, he is the manager of the jewelry store and also works as the cashier sometimes. And this is Claire, the secretary at the local investing firm, which both Bobby and Jimmy work at. So as we more closely visualize the right side of the jewelry store, you may notice a display case with 4 different types of gems and 2 golden rings in the middle. Now, this was done to add a little bit more diversity overall to the build and to the selection that we have to offer here. Now, moving over to the left side of the place, we just have 6 more gems on display in another display case, along with a very interesting, neat design over here, which I will get to in just a second. Now, originally I wanted to make this into a necklace using the handcuffs and the 2 gems. However, after doing some experimenting, I came to the unfortunate conclusion that I'm gonna have to actually include arms into the handcuffs to hold the gems if I want this to work. So I decided to add 2 prototype arms to hold the gems. And I think after some experimenting, this turned out to be pretty humorous and a clever idea to put inside of the jewelry store. Because not only does it make it look more intriguing and interesting to walk in, it also can be seen as a symbol as to what's going to happen to you if you walk out of the jewelry store without paying to the jeweler. Lastly, we have the roof, which I think is probably the most important part about any build, because it just adds so much character to what you've created and can either make or break it. That's why I decided to keep it simple, but also interesting. So on the outskirts of the roof, I decided to include another tile combination with medium stone gray and a more beige tile. But in the middle, I want to have some more leverage in architecture. Because of this, I included a little bit of a slope here with white bricks, and then beige on top of that, with black tile pieces going through the middle. This is just to add a little bit more simplicity, but make it also nice looking in the process. And I think it turned out really well. And that takes us to the end of the video. Thank you all so much for watching. I appreciate every single one of you. Comment down below your favorite part about the jewelry store. Remember to always keep on creating, and I will see you all in the next video.